start. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Nebraska's offense will start this game off. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear...
Fires and picked off.
I'll tell you what, defensive dream, right? You dream about coming out, setting the tone, you practice your script all week of what you want to be in, how you want to be successful, and bam, right out the gates, forcing the INT. Let's go.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that is priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Freeman. He finds his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They'll run for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And once he got loose, it was all over.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to... going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and, man, you know he's looking for more.
He'll pull it down. At the 45 on his way. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, USC. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix it?
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense ball has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
That's caught. It's Stevenson.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game, picking up the 1st down.
Basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Release to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
Stopped after making the catch.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a 1st down for his team.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a 1st down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Freeman. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The snap sets up the throw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans!
You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Gets it out quickly. On the move is the 30. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Cornhuskers want to crank the tempo. From the gun, the ground game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Williams will pass. Quick completion on the out route. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to pass. Immediately fires to the middle. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Clock now inside 4 minutes as we're getting later in the first half. They're going back to the ground. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides to the back. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
2nd and very short here for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And now on second down for this offense. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. They'll try it on the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
There's 11 guys on offense there, locked in, playing together. That was a critical fourth down in their opponent's territory. Everybody did an outstanding job of executing.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He'll pull it down and run. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Williams looking for a man. They're trying to get to him. Makes the grab. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. The defense in a most benevolent mood, giving the offense a new set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Cornhuskers with the 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy. A 42-yarder from the left hash. Just drives it between the uprights.
Personal foul.
Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the 1st down, I think you just keep your... The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Williams will pass. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Huskers!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll? He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the tailback. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Huskers will kick it away to crank up the second half.
28, Nebraska, 21.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Getting some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
What a fantastic play there from the linebacker position. You think about guys like Trev Alberts, Levante David, some of the Nebraska greats playing the linebacker spot. Those guys were able to run. And because of that, they could get to the quarterback when blitzing. This guy with his speed is a guy that they need to time again getting after the quarterback. He's got some wheels.
The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got the quick pass. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Huskers headed quickly to the line. They'll leave it with the lone back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterapproach? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Looking for room. It's Thompson. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Power football with the run. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Freeman. He's got his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these. Big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heisman's.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He's got it. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Throwing right. He makes the catch. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know. But, again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Freeman. Working that left side now. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Fires into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone. Their eyes on him back there in the pocket. And they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Works the middle of the field. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the gun on 3rd down. Using the quick game. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. He'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need.
He's going for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40, the 20. He's at running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. That is a huge break for this offense. Instead of the turnover, roughing the passer and football. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and we love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Right down the middle. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Freeman. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
He looks that one in nicely. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Leaves it with the running back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Freeman. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, USC! They move on top here in the 4th.
has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what...
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Runs through the tackle. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Here on second down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
They'll throw it on first down. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Defense comes up with a really big stop there. That's nice. They don't give up the first down, so the clock keeps working, but they're on their own end of the field. They know this offense is going to start taking shots into the end zone. They better have some guys ready on the back end, ready to swat some balls away and make some plays.
Might be looking to run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
A strike downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a two-point conversion.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. Just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Well, defensively, you've got to have an answer for this athletic quarterback. You've got to do a better job containing him in the pocket, or you've got to have a spy ready to make a play and get a tackle if he decides to get out. But everything went wrong there. Not only did you get the first, but you also let him get out of bounds and stop the clock.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Shaw. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Score is deadlocked, and the clock is winding down. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air, it's Freeman. Throws to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, he's got enough. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty. Wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. 1st down for this offense. Running behind that left side. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Back to throw. It's Freeman. Gets it out fast. And the defense drags him down.
Well, there's no doubt where the quarterback's going to be looking in this 2-minute situation, trailing in this game. Tonight, time and time again, he has been feeding this guy the football, already over 100 receiving yards, and he comes up with another big play for his quarterback on a 2-minute drive.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Tackle at the 19-yard line. Coming up.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. It's good, and that's your ball game. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese?